it's Doug with Backcountry Pilgrim, and I'm here to talk to you today about a brand you may have never heard of called Montane. Montane is a British outdoor clothing and gear company specializing in lightweight and breathable gear, enabling people to go, as they say, further, faster. All right, let's move on to Montane's clothing. I started out with the Protium light hooded fleece. This would be a mid-layer in a somewhat cool environment. It is pretty warm for being as light as it is. This comes in at about 8.5 ounces, but it could be a fully functioning lightweight jacket because it's got a full-length zipper. It also has zippered side pockets and 2 interior pockets on the inside. I don't really know where else you would put interior pockets, but Montane wisely put them on the inside. Anyway, I have actually worn this to work several times because as we entered late spring, it was a little cool in the mornings, but it didn't really warrant putting on a full jacket. The inside of this thing is super soft. It just feels fantastic. The hood has great stitching and elasticized borders that just hug right onto the face and doesn't flop around. It moves with you when you move. It is made of what Montane calls thermogrid light fabric, which is 92% polyester and 8% elastane. They also make it with an anti-odor polygene technology. The seams are flat locked, which makes the garment more comfortable, durable, and flexible. It also saves fabric, which reduces bulk and weight. I really love the full-length YKK zipper because if I'm wearing this while I'm hiking, I am probably going to be getting warmer and cooler depending on the situation, whether I'm exposed to the sun or in the shade. And I love having that zipper to just be able to open it all the way and completely air out, or just zip it back up. The extra ounce or so that costs is well worth it for that adaptability. So far, I've found the Protium to be a very good balance between breathability and warmth. It seems to really hit the sweet spot between too cold and too warm, and it allows it to be used in a variety of situations without having to carry extra pieces of clothing. On top of the mid-layer goes the waterproof shell. This is the Montane Cetus waterproof jacket. The Cetus jacket is made out of what Montane calls their petrichor technology, made of 100% recycled 30D ripstop nylon, which is PFAS-free. If you know anything about PFAS, you know that this is a seriously unhealthy chemical that really every manufacturer in the world just needs to get rid of. Montane has a goal of getting rid of all of their PFAS garments by 2026, and the Cetus is one of the new offerings in that line. It uses a 3-layer system, which gives you a 20,000 hydrostatic rating. That means it's good enough for very heavy rain and even melted snow. Basically, the point of a 3-layer jacket is that it allows it to be more breathable, keep moisture farther away from your skin while staying more waterproof longer. It also allows the jacket to be more durable and more comfortable. Now, because I live in California and today is not one of the 10 days it's going to rain this year, I'm going to have to take the Cetus home and put it through the old shower test to see if those waterproof claims hold up. So let's go check that out. Yep, still dry inside. All right, there you have it. Now, as far as features, you have an adjustable hood, that I have found works pretty well as far as keeping the brim where it's supposed to be. Although the hood never really blocked my view, it didn't really turn with my head as much as I would like. The inside feels very comfortable. You've got several adjustments all over the place to really get it to fit well, including hook and loop on the wrists. You've got a full-length YKK zipper, and you have a hem adjustment. So this jacket is going to fit very well, very snug if you want it to, or nice and loose for more venting. You have exterior side pockets with a waterproof YKK zipper, same as the full-length zipper on the front. And on the inside, you have another pocket, not huge. That one has a zipper as well. Now this jacket comes in at a stated 13.9 ounces, let's just call it 14. That is a little heavy for a waterproof jacket, but not for a 3-layer waterproof jacket. Most of the best of these come right in at 13 point something. So at 13.9, it's just on the slightly heavier end of the spectrum, but that extra weight is well worth it if you are really facing serious downpour. Now the Cetus comes in at $310, at least that's what it's being translated as on my US website. That is a high price, but it is not the highest for 3-layer rain jackets. It actually sits pretty neatly between something like the Outdoor Research Foray or the top of the line Arc'teryx and Fjallraven. I like everything about this jacket except for one serious problem, and that is that there are no pit zips. Now, only about half of the rain jackets that I researched have pit zips, and I have used jackets without them before, but for me, that has become kind of a deal killer. As I've said on previous videos, there is no material on the market that is more breathable than no material. Zippers are going to ventilate and be more breathable than any material can be. And the ability to unzip under the pits and vent heat is something that has been very important for me and my comfort while I'm using rain jackets. In fact, I rarely have anything zipped on a rain jacket that I don't absolutely have to unless I am in a serious storm. The lack of pit zips is rather disappointing to me, especially given that the jacket is already nearing the top of its weight class. However, on the flip side, this jacket is completely recycled and is not pouring toxic chemicals into the water supply when it's being made, like some of the top-of-the-line jackets that are still using Gore-Tex. So you're basically trading pit zips for saving the world. All right, so that is Montane, the British outdoor gear maker. I would strongly recommend checking them out. Look at the links below and check out these videos if you are into high quality gear that is a little off the beaten path. If this video has helped you out, would you mind liking and subscribe to Backcountry Pilgrim if you are into hiking, camping, backpacking, and the gear that goes with it. Until next time, I'm Doug. Thanks for watching.